all about this interview. So it's like, okay, so tell me about the project. Like, how long?
So are you gonna be an interviewer next? Like, is that maybe like a next venture?
That is so funny. That is so funny.
You have like such an inquisitive spirit.
I do.
Exactly.
I do.
So
I do.
Maybe that's the next venture.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Let me do the proper thing here. You're your favorite Tara Little Bacon Bear, hanging out with the one and only. I feel like I should go, ZP, are you with me?
Ah, she did that pretty good, yo.
You know, because that was such an intro to my first like Kirk Franklin experiences as a youth.
Wow.
And that's so important. And then it goes stomp, and then it just continues on because you got the longevity.
Wow. Thank you for letting me be here with you.
Absolutely. Thank you for being with me.
Yo, man, shout out to DC too.
Yes.
We were just in DC last week. We were at the basketball arena, man. Me and Maverick City.
Maverick City.
Yeah, man. We were together last week, and we came to DC for the tour, man. And they sold it out, man. It was like 14,000 people. Yeah.
Well, DC's a place that shows up and shows out because it's just like we're moving in all directions. We're a busy city.
Yeah, man. And shout out to the whole DMV is because they are so instrumental in my career, yo.
Absolutely.
Like, and that is no cap at all. They were there from day one.
You got a favorite DMV experience?
Yeah, man, I've had so many. Like my career, it's because remember I used to come there for BET too.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then it moved away.
Yeah.
If I could just go into my like conspiracy brain, I need a documentary on BET in DC and about that experience and how it really just shaped black culture just from the DC space. I need that.
And I think that would be fire though.
You saw my idea. And if somebody runs off with it, I understand. But
that is really a dope idea. That is a dope idea. It's because you're right. They set the trajectory of black conversations in that DMV area.
And DC is such a black city, but obviously it's changing. It's shaping just to be a little bit different like the rest of the world. But I think the city of DC is a resilient city, and we change every day. But I think with us being gone this weekend, I'm feeling a little weird just with all the things that are going on with the Roe v. Wade thing. And I don't know what's going to happen with us ladies, honestly. I don't know.
Well, man, I just want you to know, man, that I just love being part of these conversations because I think that no one can be afraid to have conversations that are part of the reality that people live in. You know, I was adopted when I was 4. Yeah, I was adopted. I was 4, and by a 64-year-old lady. And I remember being 13 and hearing them have an argument in the other room, and my mama telling my biological mother telling the lady that adopted me that I wanted an abortion. I didn't want him, but you wouldn't let me. And I remember feeling very rejected to hear that I wasn't wanted, and to grow up like that made me feel very insecure. It never made me feel accepted. So because of my life, and it ain't even nothing spiritual, it's just my own life as a man, that has made me pro-life. I'm a person that believes in pro-life. At the same time, as a man, it is problematic for me to tell a woman what to do with her body. So I find myself in that space of knowing that if I went here, there'd be no stone.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. So I've, but at the same time, for me to dictate to you what you need to do as a man, that's problematic.
I'm with you on that, and I appreciate at least that stance. I think that this is all just about what works for you, what works for your lifestyle, what works for you and your journey at this point. But I won't even catch you all up because I feel like I can sit here.
But that's okay though. I want you to know that I'm not afraid of those conversations.
Yes, sir.
It is about me honoring. It's about me honoring people where they are.
Yes, and loving people where they at.
Yeah, man.
Loving people where they at.
Yeah, man.
But since they wrapping me up, since you're such a popular man, I know they make me popular.
Give me 2 questions.
I'm gonna get to Kingdom.
Okay.
Kingdom 1, right? Is it Kingdom Book 1? Kingdom 1? Make sure I got this right. It's a project, right?
There's no way I cannot answer your question. Your hair too pretty.
Thank you.
For me to not be able to answer your question. Kingdom Book 1 is a collaborative album with an incredible group called Maverick City.
Okay.
They are the biggest things in gospel Christian music right now. They are all millennials, and we did an album together in a prison.
I want to get there. I get letters from DC prisons all around the area, they write me and they listen to the radio and they don't talk about the impacts that's happened on them in the music, and there's so much talent that is trapped behind those walls, and it's so important to tap upon those things. But when we talk about the future, you said millennials. I love that you're tapping on that for the next generation. What do you think is going to be so important to seeing gospel continue on?
Well, I think the most important thing is that your generation is about authenticity.
Sure.
And if they don't feel that you're authentic, they're not going to give you an opportunity to have a conversation. And I think that if we're going to have a conversation about God, it's got to be authentic conversations. It can't be that it can't be the old churchy, do as I'm told, do as I'm told. It's about us, having the conversation about I've made mistakes, I've done some things, but God's grace is available not only to me, but available to you.
Yes, at any point.
At any point.
At any point in the journey.
And we ain't going to let them rush us.
No, we're not, but you're a popular man because you got to get to the stage. I hear you performing this weekend.
That's tomorrow.
Okay, this weekend? You got things to do, but we started this conversation here, and we're going to stop and you came to D.C., but now you got to come back and do it proper. I want to take you in front of some millennials so we can talk about the gospel.
I would love it. I love D.C. I love it.
Please do. Talk to them right
quick. And everybody matters. I want you to know that everybody matters. I want you to know that your thoughts and your ideals matter. Don't let anyone shut you up. Have the conversation. God is not afraid of you asking him questions. And just because of what you don't know, don't let it cancel out what you do know.